All right, my little minnow, it's time for bed.
Mommy, can you read me a story?
Before you drift off, let me tell you a story. This one's always been a favorite of mine. Back when I lived in Ostaria, all the children would beg for it, night after night. It's the tale of the legendary Foghladog and how Ostaria came to embrace its most beloved Weiner. Long ago, in a distant eastern realm known as Maoyang, nestled between two towering mountain ranges, there lay a quiet little village called Changqian. It was here that a noble Celtic kingdom, Hibernia, had made its home, led by the indomitable Foghladha of the famed Gaiscioch Tribe. Now, Changqian sat astride a great road, the only thoroughfare linking the eastern provinces to the western frontiers. It was a well-travelled path, and each day, weary armies marched through its gates, their stomachs growling louder than their battle cries. One crisp morning, as Foghladha stood greeting yet another band of soldiers, he noticed their hunger gnawing, desperate. He pondered, what might I offer these poor souls to warm their bellies and lift their spirits as they pass through? And that, dear one, was the moment the idea of the Foghladog was born.
Mom, wait, is that the thing that's orange and fuzzy, and it has a huge mouth with so many pointy teeth? I think it smiled at me, but I don't think it's friendly.
No, not that Foghladog. I'm talking about the culinary marvel, a hearty beef sausage wrapped snugly in a toasted soda bread bun and topped with just the right smear of spicy yellow mustard. A bite of it could turn the tide of a battle, or at least that's what they say. Legend has it, the very first Foghladog was given to a soldier who had collapsed from sheer exhaustion. One bite, and he leapt to his feet, eyes wide with joy, declaring it the most divine thing he'd ever tasted. Word spread like wildfire. Soon, travellers came from far and wide for a mouthful of Foghladha's magnificent invention. But still, he knew it wasn't perfect. Not yet. So the Gaiscioch, brave and bold, packed up their things and set off westward on a journey that spanned 7 seasons. Eventually, they arrived in Ostaria, a land ripe with promise and challenge. There, in the heart of a bustling town called Weiner, they began construction of the first ever Foghladog restaurant. At first, they faced resistance from homegrown purists and folks who simply refused to read the menu, but the Hibernians stood their ground. Battle after battle, recipe after recipe, they refined their craft. Hibernia worked hard to get it up, and now it's standing tall. After 20 fierce confrontations and more than a few taste tests, they unveiled the ultimate Foghladog. With queues stretching fathoms down the lane, the people of Ostaria declared it their official favourite. It was such a sensation, they opened a second location in nearby Weiner to keep up with demand. But that's not where the tale ends, not by a long shot. With the help of his 2 trusty companions, Pedro and Izzy, Foghladha introduced a new line of delights. First came the El Pedro, a pepperoni sausage, snuggled in a cheese-melted soda bread bun, topped with a tangy twist of mustard and crowned with diced pineapple. Then came the Izzy Meal, a child-sized Foghladog served with a small drink and a limited edition action figure. The local children were beside themselves with excitement. Even the High Kings of Mongolia took notice, bestowing upon the Foghladog the highest of honours, Ostaria's favourite Weiner. So if you ever find yourself in Weiner, do stop in and try one for yourself. Because while most settle for a 4, Hibernia serves up a solid 7. It's a Weiner so grand, you'll need both hands just to hold it. And that, little one, is how the Foghladog came to be Ostaria's most treasured treat. Now then, off to bed with you.
Mum, can we go back to Foghladogs tomorrow?
Well, word is, they're coming soon to Beaufort just down the road. We'll see.